Hey guys, this is another run on the Vidya Mission Dungeon, Act 3 Climax, Seed of the Gods. And as you can see right here, this is going to be a Celes solo run. Celes solo run on this stage is actually pretty easy to achieve because the bosses will buff themselves with speed up and will debuff you with speed down, which means that the bosses get like 8 turns before you get a single turn. And as you can imagine, with Celes FR and BT up, you'll very quickly hit 999% force gauge bonus. I've also removed some speed passives from Celes as well, and you can check out the video description to see which passives these are. This further helps to slow her even further. The selfie friend that I used at the start is there to actually quickly build up the force gauge bonus, which makes it very easy for you to enter force time. When Celes comes back in, I use the Setzer base call, and very important, you must use the base call here before you enter BT mode, because when the bosses hit 100% force time and when they start getting their turns, they will unload quite a lot of damage on Celes, and all those attacks ignore HP damage mitigation, so she likely won't survive that onslaught, and that's where the Brave Freeze debuff helps you to survive. After that though, they will exit force time and will be back at 0% force gauge, which removes most of their threatening attacks completely from the game. You want to enter BT mode when you have 2 more turns remaining on a turn order bar like so. I did spam like Runic and AA just to allow the bosses to build their force gauge a bit, because you actually want them to hit force time the moment you come out of BT mode. Celes BT mode is pretty nice to use here because, for one thing, you can refresh all your buffs, especially importantly her Runic buff and her EX buff, and of course it allows you to use her LD to apply her traps as well on the boss. Right as you exit BT mode, bosses will hit 100% force gauge. You will eat their force attack, but because they are debuffed by Brave Freeze, you will always do 0 damage to you. Finally, at this point, you can comfortably enter force time before the enemies start taking their onslaught of turns. During the enemy's force time, they will be able to use Rip Plus anytime they attack you with Aeroga. Normally that would hurt a lot, but again, because of Brave Freeze, you are always guaranteed to take 0 HP damage, so you don't have to worry about dying. And very nicely, each boss has 3 turns of Brave Freeze and the force time is 6 turns, so by the time Brave Freeze debuff wears off, the bosses will also exit force time. In case you are wondering why you are also doing 0 damage to the bosses, when the bosses are in their force time, any HP damage that you do that isn't a force attack will always do 0 damage. It doesn't matter too much though, because at least you still are able to build your force gauge bonus, and once they exit force time, you start doing tremendous amounts of damage to them. At this point, as you can see on the turn order bar, each time Celes gets a turn, the bosses will get many turns in a row after that. What you should be doing here is be spamming LD on her turn, that's it. I decided to take the risk and use 1 EX here, really only just to refresh the EX buff. You don't need to do it. You should still have like all her LD users remaining because you haven't used it yet. And by the time you use up her LDs, the fight is over. Bosses will kill themselves in between Celes's turn. Right here you see Celes getting hit by the Poison Claw debuff, which is a 5 turn. That is a HP poison debuff that does a lot of damage. When Celes' turn comes, the HP poison will leave her with like 3000 HP remaining. But you don't have to worry too much because once you use LD, it will heal herself for a little bit of health. And after that, when the bosses get their turn, they will do attacks that will be absorbed, and the traps will gradually heal Celes to full HP. So you shouldn't have any issues meeting the HP damage requirement mission. That's pretty much it. It's very nice to see that you are at 999% force gauge bonus and there's still 8 turns of force time remaining. So just hang tight and the bosses will eventually knock themselves up. that's pretty much it. Pretty straightforward solo fight. As always, I hope the video has been helpful, and if you enjoyed the content, do leave a like, comment and subscribe. Till then, I'll see you guys in the next Shinryu fight. Bye!